Okay guys, it looks like Nicki Minaj is beefing with SZA after she was ditched for Latto.
Hey y'all, it's Alita. Let's go ahead and get into this rap beef that's going on with Nicki and Latto. Y'all, when I had woke up and seen this, I was just like, what is going on?
You all, there's been a lot going on, but it looks like SZA is not keeping quiet about this one. And finally, she is speaking about the nasty feud she's having with Nicki. So the internet is currently being flooded by Nicki versus SZA news, and it seems like many people think that this beef is brand new. Well, it turns out that these two have been coming for each other since 2015. Also, considering how little SZA does outside of minding her own business, nobody was expecting her to get into a fight with Nicki. However, as per usual, Nicki is quick to find fault with anyone she interacts with. Yup, Nicki seems to always fight rivals or just basically people she gets involved with, and it's already alarming at this point. Anyways, the beginning of this whole beef happened in 2022 when Cardi B featured on the remix of Summer Walker and SZA's single, No Love. Nicki unfollowed both Summer and SZA on Instagram right after the song was released, but after minutes of doing so, the two returned the favor and also unfollowed Nicki. It was like a silent war, but many know something big is brewing behind the scenes. Many also took Nicki's response to the collaboration as somewhat low. They called her petty, and even pointed out that she's too old to act like a jealous child. However, keep in mind that this is not the first time fans have seen the tension between SZA and Nicki's relationship. Now, some of you may not be aware of this, but Nicki and SZA were originally quite close. So close that SZA was even invited to work with Nicki and Beyonce on the song Feeling Myself. Fast forward to 2022, and SZA did an interview and praised Beyonce and her attitude when they were doing the song. Though nothing seemed wrong about that, fans noticed that SZA only talked about Beyonce and not Nicki, who was also working with them on the song. People found it weird that SZA was keen to talk about Beyonce when she doesn't have any close relations with the singer. However, SZA's relationship with Nicki, as previously mentioned, was quite close, so complimenting the super bass should come naturally, right? They are often seen in photos together, even rocking identical floral pieces around their necks. They were basically twins, but then they stopped hanging out. People also noted that, despite Nicki following SZA on Instagram since 2015, SZA never bothered to follow Nicki back. And take this, it wasn't until 2019 that SZA finally decided to hit Nicki's follow button. Yup, it took her 4 whole years. Weird, right? And now, Nicki and SZA are fueling another feud rumor after SZA is said to be choosing to stand on one of Nicki's opposing sides. Who? Well, none other than Latto. You all know that Latto and Nicki feud dates way back in time. There is also the infamous Grammy nomination, which resulted in a nasty social media fight.
If you don't know, pretty much they were beefing on Twitter, basically because Nicki Minaj said, look, the Grammys dropped her song from the rap chart to pop because they said it's not rappy enough, and that's her song Super Freak. Super freaking girl.
In case you forgot, Latto shaded Nicki and talked about Nicki's husband's legal problems. She even leaked a phone call between her and Nicki where the other claimed no one cares about Latto's little song lyrics.
Either way, the way this ended, Latto pretty much started calling Nicki Minaj old, which is the best card that she can pull, and then started to talk about how her husband's a rapist, and Nicki Minaj said, look, if all of these things is so true about me, why do you want to feature?
The whole exchange was super messy, with Nicki not backing down and even tweeting, "All this time, I thought you was at least 35, in response to Latto claiming she's older than her mother. SZA might have actually opened the lid to the cauldron and started a beef with Nicki herself once again. Now fans are finding it hilarious that Nicki seems to manage to beef with anyone who's breathing at least a few meters from her. One fan commented, "Bro, SZA and Nicki, beefing brew Nicki be having different friends. 1-2 business days. Hell, not even days hours." Another one added, "Nicki, it's just picking problems with any artist to stay afloat. Like SZA is so sweet and she don't get time to deal with this type-ish. And every time she cuts someone off, BC her beef with Cardi. Like literally, who isn't Nicki's enemy at this point? But what do you think?"